kids, how are you all? Hopefully great. Okay, welcome back to the socials class. You all must be thinking, why ma'am is welcoming us all not in the classroom but outside? I'll tell you that. Okay, first of all, just tell me, how was your weekend? Hope it was great? Mine too. Okay, there is something which I need to share to you all. You know what happened? When I was coming today morning to the school, I saw there was all litter around on some of the places. And even I saw one man throwing out some garbage from the car's window. And I just felt too bad for that. You know, it looks so bad, it looks so ugly that you are just littering around your places. Don't you think it's our responsibility to keep our roads, our parks, our water bodies, everything clean and neat as we do them for our houses? Don't you think, children, when we are in a neat surrounding with trees and greeneries around, how nice do we feel? And how do we feel when we are in a place where mess is there, garbage is littered around? Do we feel nice? No, right? But just tell me, why do we have so much of concern regarding throwing of garbage, neatness, cleanliness? Why? Only because of cleanliness and hygiene we should not throw garbage here and there and litter around? Or is there something else also that we should take care of it, that all the garbage should be disposed of in proper places, dustbins and all? Right? Can you tell me what is that? What is that big concern behind that? I tell you, that is soil and land pollution. All these garbage which is littered around is actually working as pollutant for land and soil, right? Because they all get settled on the layer of the soil, and slowly all the toxins and chemicals, they all go deep inside the soil, and they all make soil infertile, which is actually very much harmful for us. That's why today I'm here to talk to you about that just feel the surrounding, just feel the cleanliness, how it is. We all feel so nice in that. But what when these all things are littered, garbage is all around, we all feel so bad. And it's not only about feeling bad, children, it's also about the harm which we people are actually getting from it. Not only human beings, animals, plants, they also like the neat soil. Yes, so we actually were talking about land pollution. Now let's understand basically what is the definition of land pollution. What does it actually mean? So land or soil, when it gets polluted due to release of harmful substances, and those harmful substances may be many: garbage, solid waste, agricultural waste, refuse or waste from forest, mines. These all are the things which actually pollutes our land or soil, and which is very harmful. So kids, as I told you earlier also, it's not only about hygiene or cleanliness, that we should not throw garbage here and there, or we should throw them in the dustbin. There is a big concern behind it, and that is pollution. All those pollutants which are getting mixed in the soil, which are releasing their harmful chemicals in the soil, that all is actually making soil infertile, and also they all are harmful for us and animals also. So let's see about the harmful effects of land pollution now. Alright, so children, the effects of land pollution, which are very, very dangerous, and we have to be very careful about all these things. It makes soil infertile. You know what does that mean? It means that when soil becomes infertile, all the crops will be affected. All the crops, cultivation, everything what we are getting from trees and plants, everything will get affected. Then it causes harms to all the living organisms. As all the living organisms, basically they all are dependent on the fertility of soil, the cultivation, the farming. And when this will get affected, all living organisms like animals, human beings, all will get affected. So it is very important to control land pollution. And how can we contribute to control it? What can we do to control it? Yes, as you all can see, we can follow the 3 R's. What we can follow? We can follow the 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, recycle. What do you mean by reduce? What to reduce? We need to reduce the use of unnecessary things so that it is going to reduce the garbage, whatever we produce. Alright? Reuse. What to reuse? There are many things in our houses which we can use them again, and then we can make utility out of all those. Like old jars, your old cans, we can all reuse them. And especially pens. When we are using them, we should use a pen which can be refillable, so that we don't need to throw the pens again and again, and we can reuse them. And there are so many other things. We can reuse them and we can contribute towards the reducing of land pollution. Can you identify what kind of planter is this? The plant has been planted in a tire, right? What is this? This is a cold drink bottle. See how nicely it's been decorated and plants are there. This is what we call reusing something, right? Making a beautiful and good use of something so that these things will not go in trash, and if they are getting reused, we are actually contributing in lessering down the garbage. Recycling. Children, there are so many things which can be recycled, but actually unknowingly we just throw them in the dustbin. We even don't realize that it is going to have a bulk of garbage being produced by us. There are electronic materials which can be recycled. There are so many other things, plastic things which can be recycled. So all the recyclable materials, they can be given to the recycle centers. There are so many recycle centers. We can contact them. They will come. They will collect your trash which can be recycled, and then they convert all those things into something new. Right? So isn't it really helpful for all of us to do this and then reduce land pollution? And it's a very small contribution by all of us, and I think you all will agree with me that it's our responsibility also to do this to help Mother Nature. So children, let's zoom in to this topic through some more videos and pics. Alright children, as we discussed, what is land pollution? Tell me. Yes, it's actually when we destroy our land surface and when humans throw chemicals in the form of, right, pesticides, insecticides, fertilizers, all during the agricultural practices when cultivation is done. Also, the exploitation of minerals during the mining activities. Also, the destruction of Earth's surface is done by all these things. And finally, the waste, the garbage we actually throw, which all is collected and sent to the landfills where the pollution begins. There are some of the main types of land pollution. Unfortunately, there are many more types. There can be catastrophic consequences of land pollution in relation to humans, animals, water, and soil. It can cause breathing and skin problems. How can we prevent this? By using 3 R's: recycling, reusing, reducing. Right? So children, you can have a quick recap of causes, effects and solutions of land pollution. You can go through them carefully. You can also note them down if you wish to as the pointers and notes for the chapter. So just go through them and read them carefully. So children, our main focus should be on solutions to make people aware about the concept of 3 Rs, right? Or avoid buying packets from the market, using biodegradable products, using organic food, ensure you don't litter around. I hope you have observed and noted down all those important points which can help you to contribute in making our earth completely free from pollution and toxins. We should take a pledge, children, not to have a day in the year as the Earth's Day. In fact, every day should be celebrated as the Earth's Day. Don't you agree? So I hope this topic is clear to you all. Now you all have to open your content book, go to chapter number 10, Environmental Pollution. Open page number 72. Do exercise number A, read and answer, and B, match the column. Do and learn exercise number E, F and G. After having the whole chapter read thoroughly, you have to do these exercises. Children, go through the chapter properly and read it nicely. And now children, I'll tell you what task I'm going to give you for today. So today I'm going to give you 2 situations. The situations are: first one, your father's car is emitting excessive smoke. So what will you do? What solution will you take out for that? Second one, your neighbors and people living in your colony are not using trash bins for disposing the garbage properly. Instead, they are throwing it open in a vacant piece of land in the colony only. So what will you do for that? And you have to send the solutions to your social teacher on WhatsApp, maybe in writing, through audio, video, poster, or however you like. So we teachers will be waiting for your responses. Till then, study well, stay safe and happy. Goodbye.